Templar's a superstar. I've been saying it for years. I keep telling everybody she's the Steph Curry of women's basketball, college or pro. She is a superstar. I had the pleasure of doing an event with her on campus at Iowa a few months ago. I went there for my man Mark Shapiro, and I had a blast. She and I were on a panel together. She's a wonderful, wonderful young lady, incredibly poised, but this woman is the nation's leading scorer, averaging 31.5 points per game, shooting 40% from threes. She's hitting at least 5 3-pointers per game. She is
Nike's multi-billion-dollar machine unraveled in less than a minute. A basic $40 shirt stamp with a fresh Wnba logo set off a midnight digital shockwave. Systems built to process massive global demand buckled under sudden pressure. It wasn't a sneaker scandal or a championship ad campaign that shook the brand. This was different. Millions of supporters generated unstoppable organic momentum around a single cultural moment. It wasn't just a launch. It became a $500 million ripple effect that exposed a costly miscalculation and permanently shifted the landscape of women's basketball, pushing decision-makers to face a reality they had sidestepped for years.
Clark, amazing, logo threes and buzzer beaters. Now, Clayton Clark has been the talk of the town for the past, really this whole year, but really just heavy in the past 2 months, just because, she's the best female college player of all time that's coming out of college type shit. Even though they lost in the championship, they are still just showing this girl's face. No hate, no love. I really like her game. I haven't seen too much of it. I've seen little clips and stuff, but I really haven't just sat there.
For 18 months, Nike's silence echoed louder than any campaign. Fans asked, guessed, and pushed hard for Caitlin Clark merchandise as a breakout star, often compared to Steph Curry, kept dominating the spotlight. She led the nation in scoring, draining 5 threes a night with confidence and skill that demanded attention. Still, a powerhouse known for rolling out major releases at lightning speed moved at a crawl when it came to her gear. The hold-up became baffling. The frustration intensified, and the lost opportunity grew impossible to ignore for a brand built on seizing moments of athletic brilliance.
Y'all, wait till this girl gets to the WNBA. She is something special. Make no mistake about it. And I really, really, really am rooting for her. I really want to see her, again, have another shot at a national championship. She's my favorite player in women's basketball.
The instant the logo appeared, everything erupted. At midnight on a late September night, a clean design featuring 2 interlocking CS landed in the online store. Tagged at $40 for adults and $35 for kids, the 2 million units sounded massive on paper. In reality, that forecast was wildly, painfully off. What was meant to be a standard merchandise release of the sportswear powerhouse flipped into a global spectacle, a cultural shockwave that rattled the core of sports apparel history.
Conversation around greatness can have nothing to do with the conversation around being a cultural phenomenon. And now there is no debate that Caitlin Clark has become exactly that. Think about it. The Nike historic shoe deal she just signed, she signed because companies like to make money, and they know they will make money. Because when Caitlin Clark walks into a coffee shop in the middle of nowhere, people recognize her. Because when you are on Saturday Night Live and every news and entertainment network along the way, not just sports networks, you've risen above the conversation about your play and you've become a cultural phenomenon.
The system failure hit fast and hard. Within a single minute, Nike's global commerce framework was flooded by 10 million visitors. Roughly 500,000 orders cleared before the platform gave out, shutting out countless determined buyers. Excitement flipped into sharp frustration and an unshakable drive to grab the highly sought item. Spectators everywhere witnessed a WNBA athlete, barely 2 years into her pro journey, generate consumer energy on par with the most prominent stars in the sport.
And watch an Iowa game when she was playing, or just sit there and watch her full highlight clips, just whatever great shot she shoots or whatever play she makes that's big, it goes on Twitter or TikTok, whatever. I've seen it. But I want to give respect due to this, to her, because again, what she's doing is amazing. You ain't never seen no female do what she be doing, or no woman. So in that standpoint, I just want to show love and just see, what's going on, see what type of shots and just the craftiness that she got.
The online meltdown didn't stop at US borders. Europe logged into the same frozen pages and disappointed shoppers. Across Asia, where Clark's fan base runs deep, the story repeated itself. Supporters lined up outside Tokyo stores, hoping for a shot at the shirt. while resale platforms in China rapidly posted listings soaring past $3,000, exposing a sudden, worldwide surge in demand that Nike hadn't prepared for. And this was only the first wave.
The argument right now that Caitlin Clark has become the Taylor Swift for all of women's sports. She's easily recognizable in everything she does, and it's turning new generations of fans to her. It's bringing new generations of women and men to sports that maybe they weren't covering before. It's getting a level of interest that is far beyond the game that's being played. We can continue to debate the career process for Caitlin Clark and what's going to happen. But what this shoe deal proves to all of us and reminds all of us is that there are some times some people are larger than any one particular game that they play. Caitlin Clark has accomplished that already.
Secondary markets erupted, transforming pandemonium into instant profit. Bots and resellers pounced, selling the gear at 250% markups or higher. One overnight opportunist reportedly pocketed $50,000 from the launch alone, highlighting the huge financial gap left by Nike's miscalculation. Even Wall Street reacted, with Nike stock surging 8% in pre-market trading the next day. This was never just a shirt. It marked the rise of a formidable new economic force.
Be a monster. It is going to be the most popular and the most important shoe that Nike has released, definitely since the LeBron shoe, and maybe even dating all the way back to the Jordan shoe. And in terms of sales, it is going to be off the charts. And just listening to Caitlin talk about the features that this shoe is going to have, it is going to be next level in terms of the evolution of
Nike's multi-billion-dollar machine unraveled in less than a minute. A basic $40 shirt stamp with a fresh Wnba logo set off a midnight digital shockwave. Systems built to process massive global demand buckled under sudden pressure. It wasn't a sneaker scandal or a championship ad campaign that shook the brand. This was different. Millions of supporters generated unstoppable organic momentum around a single cultural moment. It wasn't just a launch. It became a $500 million ripple effect that exposed a costly miscalculation and permanently shifted the landscape of women's basketball, pushing decision-makers to face a reality they had sidestepped for years.